Well, good morning. Well, I am here with Piotr in Poland. Piotr is our manager of training and development for our company, and we are going to be talking about some products that we think will provide a lot of information for everybody who is viewing this. Piotr, can you just share with everybody what your role is with the company and your experience?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Deanna, for inviting me. Thank you for having me today and to have opportunity to speak about the product. From my occupation, I'm a physiotherapist, but more than 20 years I'm concentrated about the problem of incontinence, and I'm responsible also to take a part of the development by incontinence products. About this we will talk today.
Good, and thank you, because I appreciate this. I know when I first started with the company, you were an integral part of helping me get off the ground to learn about the different products. So I know one of the products on the US market that does really well for us is the Seni Super Quatro Brief. And I was hoping that you'd be able to share a little bit more with the audience, features and benefits and the why it's so important for people with severe incontinence to use this product. This is actually one of our samples, and what I like about it is it's very easy to figure out what size the product is, the absorbency, but Piotr, I'm going to pass it to you for more information.
Thank you very much. One of the most important parts of this product is the overnight, so called overnight, because this is the product with higher absorption. One of the very important part of our lives is the dignity. Dignity, even if we speak about words, it's nice when in America you use the word brief, when we in Europe still use the words diapers. And diapers is more connected with the childhood, with the infant. So this is very, very important when we speak about briefs, about the dignity and about the overnight products, because dignity, a part of the dignity is also undisturbing sleep. And when we go, you and me, when we go sleep, we want to have undisturbing sleep, and we want to wake up in the morning fresh and so on. So we don't want to wake up and go to the toilet and even wake up and to change the products. And pretty often the people think that if we would change the product more often, it's mean I'm taking care better for my loved one. But not always. When we speak about the night and the overnight session, we should always leave the time for the really undisturbing sleep. And this is the high absorption, which should be used in a proper way.
Great. And do you mind opening it up?
Yes.
I'd like from your perspective, just to share the different full breathability and
exactly, yeah. So one of the most important things, as I told you, this is the overnight absorbency. This is the highest absorbency we can offer to our users. But we have a lot of other features. The one of the other features is very, very important is the elasticity. Yeah, the elastic elements, because the products we use should be elastic, should be keep to our body, suitable to our body, and working with our body when we are moving. And one of the unique selling features we have in our product, this is elastic elements, what we have at the back of the products, what we have at the front of the products. So in both cases, we give the elasticity in the waist area here all around. But this is not everything, because then we close the products. There's a closed system, we also call the briefs. This is a closed system, and to keep the elasticity, we also have here the elastic adhesive part. So when we close the product and we are moving our part on our body, then it will be keep tight to our body and will minimize potential risk of the side leakages. And this is the one of the benefits. And the second one, this is very comfortable to use, to wear this.
Yeah. And I know when we talk about incontinence in the USA, we're measuring light, moderate, heavy, severe. So where this is an overnight product, we often do a demo with a 16.9 ounce bottle of water, because 7 ounces or more, correct me if I'm wrong, 7 ounces or more in a 4-hour period would be considered heavy incontinence. So we want people sleeping through the night uninterrupted to get that good restorative sleep. So 2 4-hour periods is 8 hours, and they say 7 to 9 hours is a good amount of sleep. and then 7 ounces or more in a 4-hour period. So 7 times 2 is 14 ounces, which is why we do the water bottle demonstration throughout the U.S.
Yeah, so but over the night we urinate even more. So approximately we can assume that over the night we will be 2 bottles, for example, can be in some cases by people suffering on severe incontinence or even regular incontinence. But over the night when they urinate without control, the amount can be much more bigger. And then 7 fluid ounces, we assume this is the potential one-time micturition that we live, even you and me, when we go to the toilet, and we with control we urinate about the 7 fluid ounces in the one urination. And overnight this could happen without control several times. So this is very important, that high absorbent products, they are the products for the over the night, and this is a disposable product, but this is not the product for one urination. So we use here these yellow stripes, as you see. This is a called wetness indicator. It's showing us how big the absorbing core is used by the user during the usage. So if we urinate first time in 7 fluid ounces, then of course we can leave it for the next time, because inside we have super absorbent polymer which change the fluid in gel form and will give the dryness feeling. So we need the dryness feeling for the skin from outside, and here inside the product will be changed in the gel.
Okay. And then the inner leak guards, I think, is a big deal. If maybe we can show those, and if you just want to share some thoughts on the importance of those.
Yes, of course. This anti-leakage barriers, they are inside. They're protecting against side leakages. And very important, also unique thing is that anti-leakage barriers have the outside direction. Regular in most products you can see something like that, like they have this. In this case they seems to be like kind of pocket. It seems to be better protection, but this is the opposite. Then in this case it's better to shoot the product inside the bottom of the patient. Yeah? And then in the crotch area, when we put the products, take a look. You can help me. When we put the product in the crotch area, as you see, this anti-leakage barriers are even still high and going inside the crotch and protect about the side leakages. And this is the most important when the patient is or the user or the resident, depends where the product is used. There is on the side, because the gravity is keeping the fluid down. And then in these cases, the anti-leakage barriers are very, very important, because there is the board against leakages, and then will be absorbed from the wall. Yeah, when we speak about the patient lying on side. Yeah, so this is the wall. So never the gravity go here. This is the protection from the anti-leakage barrier, and then absorbing from this side.
Makes sense. That makes sense. And then this, I think, Piotr, I want your opinion on this to share. Our acquisition distribution layer. We are sharing with people about it and the importance of it, but if you could enlighten us with your experience and knowledge, and I want to touch on how ours has no plastic.
Yes, exactly. We use non-woven special non-woven acquisition distribution layer, and this is the green layer here. Why? Because the urethra is coming in one place. So if you test something, the products at home, they use covering the fluid all over the surface like that, but we don't urinate it this way. We urinate in one place. So always from the one place, the urination will be spread over the surface. And to use the whole surface, as you see from the absorbing core, we need additional acquisition distribution layer for better distribution of the liquid. And this non-woven sheet have additional function. This is also, as I say, additional air cushion. Yeah? So,
air cushion?
Air cushion, yeah? Okay, this air cushion, because this is pretty big, and that's the reason this not only distributes the fluid better over the surface, but also make this cushion between the absorbing core and the skin of the patient. And this is supporting the skin integrity, also the high absorption and this kind of of solution as a non-woven acquisition distribution layer. In opposite, for example, you can meet the plastic one you mentioned about. For example, from this product, when I will put here, we see also a big surface from the acquisition distribution layer from other products, and when we put it back or out, then we can feel this is just regular plastic. Plastic is not non-woven. This is the top sheet with non-woven, but just on the bottom we have this kind of plastic elements. And this is not very comfortable for the skin, because this plastic even will not distribute, will be keeping somehow maybe in the small area as additional board between the skin and the absorbing core, but will not distribute this very well.
Yep.
Yeah, and additional, this plastic about the environment, to produce less plastic is also one of the most important things, but this is also not comfortable for the skin itself.
Got it. Yep. And you bring up a good point of, I know with our products, 3 to 4 changes in a 24-hour period is typically all that's needed when we have the person in the right style fit, the right absorbency, the right size. From an environmental perspective, can you share a little bit about, I'm curious with other markets if they're sharing that information as well, because we want to have a good environment long term, right?
Yes. For the environment, it's also important to not use a lot of products, during the day or during the night. So this is the very important thing. The second thing, what I mentioned about the body, is the structure. So in these products we have very important, we call this generally breathable layer. But this breathable layer, this is very good permeable. It's not about the air, what is going through this, but it's very important to the body about the vertical permeability, because the vapor from our body, when we sweat, when we are heat, it should go outside. And if we close this in the some products which are like this packaging, for example, could be just from the regular polyethylene foil or film, then there will be heat, and then the humidity inside the product near to the skin is too high, and the skin can be caused skin maceration and increase the risk of the bed sources or how we call another way?
Pressure injuries.
Pressure injuries, yes, for example. Yes, and in this case, the overheating will go through this material outside, and inside we have dryness feeling from the absorbing core, and the humidity, because of the vapor permeability, is lower on the positive level for the body.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. That's critical. That's critical. So, yeah. Well, I think that's great. So, just to repeat, full breathability, inner leak guards, super absorbency, no plastic acquisition distribution layer,
yes, exactly,
and elasticity, all adding up to a quality product that can keep people sleeping through the night uninterrupted.
Yes, and then I will end this short conversation underlining the overnight absorbency, I would say. The people undisturbing sleep, doesn't matter what other features we discuss and we offer for the comfort of the end user, then here the overnight, the undisturbing sleep is one of the main goals of this product.
Yeah, super. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.